It's time for this week's episode of Brandon's Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon's Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the Lee University Assistant Women's Lacrosse Coach, Coach Megan Smith. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to get started in coaching in women's lacrosse?
Yeah, absolutely. When I was a player at Limestone College, I took a coaching class with Felicia Cavallini, and since then I was hooked. I knew I loved lacrosse and I loved the sport, and I wanted to give back to a community that gave me so much.
What was it like getting to play for Limestone?
It was an amazing experience. I didn't start playing college lacrosse until I was a junior in high school. So being able to earn a spot on a nationally ranked team and get to play under Scott Tucker was very amazing, and I met some of my best friends.
Of course, what was that feeling like getting to put on your first college jersey?
Yeah, it was amazing. Obviously, Limestone, we're nationally ranked. We competed for conference every year. So just earning the right to put on that Saints jersey was amazing every single day. And a privilege that not a lot of people got to do.
What were some of your college accomplishments What were some of your college accomplishments?
Yeah, we got to compete nationally and conference every year. We are four-time conference regular season champs. I got a conference season championship 3 years in a row, 1 year coaching as well. I got to compete nationally. We made regionals my freshman and sophomore year and junior year, and we got to compete in the national championship my sophomore year. And also, I was honored to receive the Community Awareness Award from IWLCA my junior year.
Of course, what was that like winning the conference championship 3 years in a row and winning a national championship during your time?
It was amazing. Winning conference is such a big accomplishment, especially in the Conference Carolinas. Back when I played, we had a lot of hard fight battles. Competing at the national championship was something that I've dreamed of, and I hope everyone gets to experience. It was an amazing experience.
Of course, what was that like competing in the Conference Carolina against teams like Lenore Rhine, Mount Olive, Barton?
Yeah, definitely hard competition. Mount Olive was always one of our competitors in the conference championship, so getting that healthy rivalry every year was really fun.
Of course, what was that like going from being a player to a coach at your alma mater?
It was interesting. You got to set boundaries. I had amazing teammates and then players who really knew those boundaries and didn't overstep them. So getting to be their friend and then get to coach them was something that not a lot of not a lot of people get to do, and it was very rewarding.
How was that like transitioning from being a player to a coach and coaching the players that you played with?
It wasn't impossible. It was hard. Obviously, you got to set boundaries and you got to know that you're no longer their friend, you're their coach, and they have to respect you and have to respect them. So I really had to take into consideration that and really set those boundaries that I wasn't their friend anymore. I was their coach, and I didn't get to do everything that I used to do with them.
How was it like getting to run the recruitment side at your alma mater?
It was awesome. I actually worked full time in the admissions department for Limestone, and then also coached on the side. So getting to know the whole admissions process, not just for the lacrosse team, was really rewarding and something I use now in my current job.
What was that like getting started, leaving your alma mater to go to Chowan to become the head coach there?
Yeah, it was great. It was just a next step forward, and I wanted to broaden my horizon. I couldn't stay at Limestone forever, so getting that opportunity, I was very excited for.
Of course, what was your opportunity like at Jawan to get to coach in the same conference?
Always competitive. Chawan was a newer program, so getting to grow that team and really take what I learned from Limestone and implement it at Chawan and see the growth of the program just the year I was there was amazing.
How is it like going over to Converse College to become their assistant coach?
Yeah, also another great opportunity, closer to Limestone and closer to home, which was what I was looking for.
Of course, what were some of your favorite memories at Chawan and Converse?
Just getting to coach different girls, getting to be in the Carolinas still, getting to compete against Limestone, obviously, since I'm very familiar with them, and just getting to grow my coaching resume.
Of course, how did both of those schools help you to where you are now at Lee University?
Yeah, they prepared me perfectly. I got to do a lot of things that I didn't get to do at Limestone because I was just graduated. So getting to see more of the travel planning, getting the food, ordering the gear, stuff like that, set me up perfectly for where I am now at Lee.
What are some of your accomplishments so far at Lee?
Yeah, Lee, we have won the Community Awareness Award in 2019 and 2022. Since I've been here, we've been an academic honor squad, so 19, 20, 21, and 22. We won the first ever regular season conference championship, and we're looking to grow off that and continue to be successful on and off the field.
Of course, what does the culture look like at Lee for the women's lacrosse?
We are a family. We really strive to be a family on and off the field. Lacrosse is important, it's very important, but building that family atmosphere and building that culture that we want to be successful not only on the field but off the field, and that brings in community service and academics and athletic support.
Of course, who are some of the teams that you face each week in your conference?
Yeah, Lander, University of Alabama, Huntsville, Young Harris, Shorter, Flagler, Montevallo, and us.
Of course, what is that like getting to face those teams and getting to face teams like Lenore Ryan?
Getting to face those teams is healthy competition. We all know each other. Some of my best friends coach at those schools. Some of my former players coach at those schools. So getting to see them weekly is definitely healthy. Coaching against Lenore Ryan, Carly Buck is my former assistant coach. I played under her at Limestone. So always good to go back and play them. And now some of my club players that I coached in club now play at Lenore Ryan. So it's just fun. We all know each other. It's a small world.
Of course, how's that like coaching club lacrosse with also coaching college D1 lacrosse?
Yeah, it's a hustle. It's a side thing, but it's really rewarding because I get to see these girls develop and then go and achieve their dream of playing college lacrosse.
What does a typical game day look like for Lee Rye?
Yeah, so it depends on we play either afternoon or night games. So the girls typically have class. As a coach, we're doing pregame stuff, getting ready for the game, making sure that they are prepared, make sure the uniforms are out, they have pregame food, and then we go out on the field. We have a little locker room talk, and we get warmed up, and it's game time.
Of course, what are some of your future plans for the women's lacrosse program?
To continue to grow it, we want to compete regionally and nationally. We want to be a force in our conference, but we also want to be successful off the field by continuing to do community service and having high academics.
What does a typical game day look like for you?
For me, if we have a night game, I'm a very anxious person. I have a lot of pregame superstitious, so I just try to not worry about that stuff, and I just try to do what I need to do. So putting out uniforms, having a good breakfast or lunch, taking my dog for a walk, getting prepared for the game. So when it's game time, I know that I've done everything to prepare the girls.
What does the recruitment process look like for those prospective student athletes looking to go into college lacrosse?
Yeah, so I would suggest that they attend camps and clinics. Yes, we see them on the sidelines and when they play club, but if you're really interested in a school, attend a camp and clinic, get in front of the coach, fill out their questionnaire, get on campus. We always have prospect days or camps, and really continue to build that relationship with the coach and let them know you're interested.
Of course, what does a typical lacrosse camp look like?
We do a 3-day lacrosse camp in the summer. Lots of lacrosse, lots of fun. They spend the night in the dorms. We feed them. We typically have 3 sessions, 2 skill sessions, and then in the afternoon or night we play little like 5v5, 6v6 games.
Of course, what does it look like for an unofficial and official visit at Lee University?
Yeah, so unofficial visits and official visits, they're pretty much the same in all of Division II lacrosse, except officials you can pay for food and housing. Lee offers free housing to all prospective students. So unofficial visits and official visits, you can come on campus, you can eat in the caf, spend the night with the girls, practice, take a tour, all that fun stuff.
What's it like, obviously, getting to see those prospective student athletes fall in love with Lee and get to see the jersey that they may wear for the next 4 years?
It's awesome. These high school students work so hard in the classroom and on the field to find their school and find their fit and to find someone that falls in love with not only lacrosse in our program, but the actual campus of Lee is amazing, and you kind of just know that this is their home.
Of course, what do you look at in those prospective student athletes when on the road?
Yeah, we look for passion. Honestly, we look for how they treat their parents and how they treat their teammates. We can teach them X's and O's. We can teach them how to pass and catch, but we can't teach them heart and passion and just good attitudes.
How's it like, obviously, getting to see those players once they're in college learn the college game, but then make it to the professionals, whether it's Athletes Unlimited or the U.S. Lacrosse?
Yeah, so it's awesome working with club players and you see them go and do that. I haven't had any personal players. We did take our team over to the UK and get to play t- teams in Ireland, Scotland, and England who had just come back from the World Cup. So that was really cool to kind of make that happen for our girls and watch them see that it's like a bigger world than just Lee.
Of course, what was that experience like getting to travel internationally and going to Ireland?
It was amazing. We went through a company called AIST who sponsors IWLCA, and they planned everything for us. And just getting to see the girls explore and see the architecture and play against people that they never thought they would play against was once in a lifetime.
Of course, as a coach, what was that like getting to coach against those coaches in Ireland that you would have never had the opportunity to maybe do?
It was awesome, and then we'll get to see them at like lacrosse convention in January, and have that bond and that relationship like we know each other. So really, really cool.
What advice would you give those prospective student athletes looking to become college lacrosse players?
I'm sorry, can you ask that one more time?
Mhm. What advice would you give those prospective student athletes looking to become college lacrosse players?
My advice would be to just work hard. Hard work gets you a lot of places. Reach out to coaches if you're interested. Do well in the classroom. Uh, have passion, have heart. You'll find your place. There's a place for everyone.
What advice would you give those college athletes that are looking to go into the professional lacrosse, whether it's Athletes Unlimited or the U.S. Lacrosse?
Once again, hard work. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Continue to work hard. Find the resources. Network. Get to know people.
What advice would you give those college students that are just like you looking to get into college coaching?
Network. IWLCA does a great job of networking coaches. They do a symposium for people that just graduated. Get in that. Talk to your coaches. Talk to people you know. Try to network and continue to learn the game and love the game. And if this is a career you want, we're looking for coaches. So do it.
What advice would you give those future coaches that are looking to get into coaching, whether it's being an assistant coach or even a head coach?
Do your research, work hard, never stop learning the game, just keep grinding. There's so much to learn. It's changed so much. Reach out. Don't be scared to reach out to anyone. IWLCA is a great resource. Get involved in club lacrosse. Continue to grow yourself.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media along with the Lee University Women's Lacrosse Program?
Yeah, on Instagram, you can follow Lee University at Lee U W Lax. You can follow me at Megan A Baby. On Twitter, you can follow Lee at Lee U Lacrosse, and you can follow me at the Coach Mego.
Thank you again, Coach Megan Smith, for your interview, and best of luck in your future at Lee University.
Thank you.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Coach Megan Smith, for your interview, and best of luck in your future.
Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.